Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang kembali di channel The Music Lot. Apa kabar teman-teman semua? Semoga teman-teman selalu dalam keadaan baik-baik saja dan pastinya selalu dalam lindungan Tuhan. Amin. Ya, seperti biasa kita akan menyaksikan video reaksi Mas Alip Ba Ta. Pada kesempatan video kali ini, dua ahli musik dari luar negeri memeriksa dan mengamati cover Mas Alip Ba Ta saat membawakan lagu dari Halloween yang berjudul Forever and One. Oke, bagaimana keseruannya? Komentar apa saja yang akan diberikan kepada Mas Alip Ba Ta? Biar tidak penasaran, tanpa menunggu lama, langsung saja kita cek bersama.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today we are reacting to Forever and One by Halloween. So this is being performed by Alip Ba Ta. So welcome to all the Alipers. I appreciate all you guys and all of your support. So with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's see what we get with Forever and One by Halloween.
My friends, my family, welcome back to the show. We have more Alip Ba Ta. So to my friends, Mantap. Anyway, let me bring up the screen for you guys. And I believe we are ready to put the pedal to the metal. What do you say? Let's do it, kids. Buckle up.
And I think, and I should warn people, if you're not familiar with my reactions, I do tend to stop and give my thoughts as the video is going on. If I try to wait till the end, I always forget what they are. And then like 3 days later, I'll remember what I wanted to say and it's too late and that frustrates me. So I always just stop it and say what I think. So fair warning, I don't just listen to it and smile. I try to give some thoughts. And my first thought is, and I noticed this right here when he does this open harmonics thing right there, that a lot of heavy metal songs, especially like the power ballad types, are in E minor. And I don't know for sure if this one is, but a lot of them are, and that really lends well to doing things on the acoustic guitar because you can really use open strings and harmonics like this pretty easily. So, so it could be a very good song for that reason to cover. This is kind of cool because it's almost like the melody's being played more by the bass than it is higher up like you would normally hear. So that's kind of a cool thing. I wonder if the original song is like that. Wait a minute. What do you do there? Sorry, I gotta look at that one more time. I don't think what he's doing is necessarily super complicated, but there's a few notes and techniques that are happening together that are a little bit colliding in an interesting way. Like right there, I think there was kind of a half step with the tap and the harmonic and things that were real kind of dissonant sounding. Pretty cool.
And listen, folks, if you like this song, if you check out my channel, I know that I've done Halloween's version and I've done Dan Vasc covering the song in his way because he loves power metal too. So you might want to check those out too. It's a great song. It's a beautiful song. I love the way Alip incorporates the melody of the guitar along with the melody of the vocal line at the same time. So we're catching the whole thing. Very typical with like classical music, classical guitar playing, where you have these, multiple melodies going at the same time, or the rhythm with a melody on top of it, all at the same time. It's very piano-like techniques. So with the piano, your left hand might be playing the rhythm part, where your right hand is playing the vocal line, the vocal melody. But he's doing it all with one hand and just finger picking with his other hand. Very cool, incredibly talented dude right here. I really, really think he's amazing. And of course, we're going to get to more of his stuff. I know you guys kept saying Bohemian Rhapsody. We'll get to that. We certainly will. So he does a lot of false harmonics where you're pinching the strings to get that ding, and sometimes he's actually creating a pure harmonic by. The technique is very lightly touching the string with your fingertip just over the fret. That's that metal bar that goes across the fretboard, and just by doing that and picking that string, releasing your finger at the same time, you get that ding. Very cool. It adds so much color to the music. It's great. Like that.
Opening theme again. It's funny, just based on kind of the melody and the chord progressions and things, this almost reminds me of what, like some of those old power ballads by like White Lion and those kind of old like 80s hair bands. I wonder if this song sounds similar to some of those. I'm going to have to go and check this one out afterwards, I think. That's got me curious just how different this is. Unexpected key change. I gotta hear that again. Jump to like C. You can hear this going back to the minor, yeah.
Yeah.
It may not seem like it.
Nice, yes. Awesome job, my friend. That was incredible. What you guys think? Hit me up down below and let me know. And yeah, there'll be more of Alip coming, my friends. That's for sure. So until the next time, your Uncle Bill here says, Mantap! And I love you guys. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Until the next time. Peace.
But that last note he played right there was the hardest part of the whole song. When it comes to Alip, and I've said this, dozens of times, his superpower is his ability to do these arrangements, to write these arrangements. Even though he's obviously technically a fantastic guitar player. One of the best. This song specifically technically wasn't super challenging. But anytime you're playing a right-handed kind of pinch harmonic like that, where you're up over the hole here, not over a fret, and there's still a very specific spot you have to hit in order to not get some sort of a clunk sound, right? To get that nice harmonic. And it's not always easy to hit that spot exactly right. I've even heard some of the real greats like Pierre Bensusan frack those kind of picked notes. And it's always the worst because they do tend to come at the end of a song where you don't want to have to go back and re-record the whole song if you miss it or something. But that's why I said that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing that he did was hitting that harmonic right at the end there. Beautiful arrangement. I really am curious about the original and how much this is mirroring that, if he did anything on his own or if it's pretty faithful to the original. Because a lot of times Alip will, start off thematically very similar, and then he'll just do his own thing for a while. We saw that especially on things like Hotel California. And so, but I really enjoyed this. It was a very interesting, it was one of the more simple things he's done, but just some of the complexities were more in the arrangement and the jumping back and forth between the melody being in the bass being higher up, things like that. And there was a lot of movement back and forth across the keyboard, even during simple melodies, which I always find kind of interesting. In my mind, it feels like there could have been a way to arrange it where you didn't have to move around so much, but I feel like if that were the case, he would have figured it out. So like I said, his superpower is the arranging, and I'll trust him on that. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this one. I'm definitely going to be watching this again as well as the original. And I look forward to hearing everybody's comments, and am interested to see what you guys want me to listen to next. And I'll say it as always, I love listening to Alip Ba Ta, but if you have anything else that you want me to do, I'm more than willing to listen to that as well. It's been a while since I've done some other, Indonesian bands, and it doesn't have to be Indonesian, but VOB or Burger Kill or any of those kind of bands, I'm always up for listening to, as well as, I really enjoyed a lot of videos that I did on Indonesian culture, or even gamelan, which is kind of, obviously a whole different thing. But in any case, whatever you guys want, that's what I'll react to next. So I will see you guys all again on next week, the Wednesday Rabbit Hole, Dad, Daughters, and Drinks. And until then, I hope everybody does well, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Iya, itulah tadi cover Mas Alip Ba Ta dari Halloween yang berjudul Forever and One dengan versi Fingerstyle. Benar-benar cover yang sangat menakjubkan dan luar biasa. Ini merupakan aransemen yang sangat indah. Oke, cukup sekian dulu video kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya. Tetap semangat, selalu bersyukur, dan jangan lupa bahagia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.